Greetings Valheimers and welcome to a new building video. It has been a while, but I really hope that you're going to like this one. So first of all, there exist two different entrances to Frost Caves, in which the right one is very uncommon in the game. This one was also located in, I think, the tallest mountain biome I have ever seen before. So here is the spot I transformed into the most epic Frost Cave system that I could come up with. But without doubt the coolest thing I'd ever built within the game, in aspect to the theme. I was not sure if I was only going to build below the cave, but it quickly expanded furthermore. When I started digging for openings, I had to be very careful with the pick, for leaving as much ice blocks as possible. And that's how this passage became like a thin frozen chamber connected to the entrance. In that way we could also keep the level of ambience. It also connects to house number 1 above, that I made to a small headquarters area. Or you could call it a lobby room, you know, a place to chill. Through the door you also have a small balcony to the entrance. The space below the actual cave was not that big, so I continued out towards the mountain edge. As usual, I dug out as much as possible without taking any risk of destroying something. When everything was finished, I ended up with a couple of openings. At the very inner part I put the hearth, without any venting of the smoke, but it did not seem to be that big of an issue. For the cauldron though, I created a small venting hole since it was closer to the edge of the actual cave. And this is how it turned out. The room became the hall of the base, with lots of storage boxes collected in a single spot. I really love how this frozen theme it brings, and I left a couple of spots without crystal walls in order to make it look melted. The meat kettle didn't need to have an own fireplace. Don't ask me how it worked, it just did. And of course the oven, which suited well into the house wall. Since the smelting section would not fit anywhere inside, I created an outer platform. I just created something simple that is easy to access. I could have done it much bigger, but I wanted to keep it like that. The charcoal kiln is squeezed into the mountain, which looks very cozy. I was so lucky to have a big rock nearby the cave that I could use to build more houses. Yet again, the precise work and the carefulness is very important in this phase. But if you screw something up, you can always improvise something different. Luckily I dug out 2 openings as intended. This rock became the collecting point of crafting. I had a small spot of snow to put crystal walls. I think I completely maximized the space since all the upgrades are put out, without being too tight to move around. Everything is spread out, but collected more or less in the same room, and this is what I like about it. The artisan table is located in the bottom of the tower. It's lighting up with blue lights of itself. The top of the tower is the second headquarters room, with a super cozy feeling and a place to relax, don't you think? And the attic became the place for all the beds. And last, the top of the rock is for the windmill production. I really hope that you like this and stay tuned for the next one. Cheers!